What if your worst enemy didn't need proof, just your name to destroy you? In 1692, a quiet village turned into a place of fear, where even a whisper could become a death sentence. This is the terrifying true story of the Salem Witch Trials. In early 1692, the peaceful town of Salem Village seemed like any other Puritan community. People prayed daily, followed strict rules, and feared God deeply. But everything changed when two young girls started acting strangely. They screamed, twisted their bodies, and claimed to see invisible figures around them. Their families were terrified. Doctors examined them but found no physical illness. With no explanation, the villagers turned to the only answer they believed in: witchcraft. Fear spread quickly. People whispered about dark forces and the devil's presence in the town. Soon, the girls were asked a dangerous question: who is responsible? That single question would change Salem forever. What if one accusation could start a chain reaction of death? Under pressure, the girls finally named 3 women. One of them was Tituba. She was an outsider, an enslaved woman with no power to defend herself. At first, she denied everything, but after harsh interrogation, she confessed. Her confession was terrifying. She claimed she had seen dark figures, animals controlled by witches, and even other women working with the devil. Instead of stopping the panic, her words made things worse. Now the villagers believed there were many witches hiding among them. Fear exploded, and soon, accusations spread like wildfire across Salem. What if a dream could be used as evidence against you? In Salem, it became reality. The court allowed something called spectral evidence. If someone claimed they saw your spirit harming them, even in a dream, you could be declared guilty. One of the accused was Sarah Good, a poor beggar. Another was Sarah Osborne, who rarely attended church. To the judges, this was enough to suspect them. People began accusing others out of fear and sometimes revenge. The system was broken. And once your name was mentioned, escape was almost impossible. What if telling the truth couldn't save you? That's exactly what happened to Rebecca Nurse. She was known as a kind and religious woman. Many believed she was innocent, but fear had already taken over Salem. Witnesses claimed her spirit attacked them at night. Even without real proof, the court believed them. Rebecca firmly denied all accusations. Would you confess to a lie just to stay alive? In Salem, that was the only way to survive. Those who confessed to being witches were often spared. Those who denied were executed. People were forced into impossible choices: lie and live, or tell the truth and die. Fear controlled everything. Even children started accusing adults. Trust disappeared completely. What if even children weren't safe? The hysteria grew so intense that even young girls became powerful witnesses. Their words could decide life or death. Parents feared their own children. Families broke apart. No one felt safe anymore. Salem had become a place ruled by fear, not logic. How many innocent people must suffer before people question the truth? By now, dozens were accused. Jails were overcrowded. Trials happened quickly. There was little real evidence. But the executions continued. What if silence was your only protection? Some people tried to stay quiet and avoid attention, but even silence looked suspicious. Anyone could be accused at any moment. Fear was everywhere. What if your past mistakes were used against you? People with bad reputations were easy targets. Old arguments became deadly accusations. Personal grudges turned into death sentences. What if the system itself was broken? Judges believed they were doing God's work, but they relied on fear, not facts. Justice disappeared completely. How far can fear control human behavior? People started believing anything. Logic no longer mattered. Only fear remained. What if the truth was buried under lies? Some began to doubt the trials, but speaking up was dangerous. Doubt could get you accused too. What if powerful people were also accused? Soon, even respected individuals were targeted. This shocked the community. Now no one was safe. When does fear finally break? Some leaders began questioning the trials. They realized something was wrong, but was it too late? What if the damage was already done? By now, many innocent people had suffered. Families were destroyed. Lives were lost. Can justice return after so much injustice? Authorities slowly stopped accepting spectral evidence. The trials began to lose power. What happens when people realize their mistake? Public opinion started changing. People felt guilt and regret. Can you undo fear? The hysteria finally began to end. But the scars remained. What did Salem learn? The trials became a lesson about fear and false accusations. What if history repeats itself? The Salem Witch Trials remind us how dangerous fear can be. When people stop questioning and start blindly believing, tragedy happens. And that's why this story still matters today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next one.